How do I work, build the success, and don't lead with it? That's a good question. Because I think as a man, sometimes I do have a problem with like, dang, I've built all this great stuff. Let me tell people what I've built. Let me show people what I've built. And one thing that I've learned is when you know who you are, you ain't got to say nothing. Your gifts will talk for you. Your gifts will make room for you. The fruit of your labor will speak so loud that you don't even have to move your mouth. And let me be real with you, as a man, it will be hard for us to shut up. I have to remind myself this all the time. Shut up. She don't need to know this. She doesn't need to know that. Shut up. Eventually, at the right time, she will know what she needs to know. But we don't have to be like, oh, let me try to impress her. No, man, listen, impress her with you just doing you. If she's not impressed with who you are, queens, if he's not impressed with who you are, that's just not the one for you. Period. That's not the one for you. And if we're going to build wealth, one of the very first things that we have to do is, number one, we have to stop. Number one, we have to. Let me be real with you, okay? Number one, we got to deal with the past so it doesn't distract you from your financial future. That's number one. That's number one. Then number two is you have to stop chasing the approval of ladies and or gentlemen and of or your peers. I'm going so fast. I slipped over. I was like, man, well, wait. Deal with our past. Deal with your past. Every single day I'm dealing with my past. Every single day I'm dealing with when I'm gonna say every single day, every single time I get on the phone with my therapist, I'm always dealing with something from the past. What I mean by that, let me go a little bit deeper. Can I go a little bit deeper? This is my show. Y'all gonna flow with me. You know, I grew up in a great home for loving parents, and we didn't have the opportunities that I have today financially. We didn't do vacations. We couldn't buy nice clothes like this. We couldn't drive nice cars like what I have. But we had clothes, we had food, we had cars, you know, but it really wasn't like that. And it was for a while, man. Even when I started making my money, I was so fearful to spend it because I was like, man, I don't want to go back. I don't want to become what my family was back in the days. When I had a great family, I was doing great things, but I never really enjoyed it. Why? Because I never healed from my past. And I was holding all this money and I really wasn't enjoying the money. And I was like, yo, what am I doing? My therapist said, what's wrong, Anthony? You've been working hard. You've been saving and investing. You've been doing at least the right things. You're not perfect. You've made some dumb mistakes. You've done some wrong things, but you've done a lot of great things. And oftentimes what we tend to do is focus on the wrong things that overlooks the right things. And I will never forget one of my good friends, David Montier, he said, man, Anthony, go enjoy your money. Enjoy your money. I was like, man, but he was like, man, stop saying but. You work hard. And he said, and people need to see what working hard looks like. Sometimes when we hear the debt-free message, it's like, oh, you got to be driving this Honda Accord for the rest of your life. And if that's what you want to do, that's cool. But we don't really see people who are debt-free buying nice things if that's what they want to do. And I internally wanted to do that, but I was fearful of what people would say about me. I was fearful that I would lose my money when I really had to go back to my teachings. No, as long as you budget, as long as you live wisely, and as long as you don't go back to your past, you're going to be all right. And I started buying nice things. Then I had to really remind myself, all right, cool. Why are you buying this? Are you buying this for the approval of your ladies, your brothers, and some of your peers? Or are you buying this stuff because you actually enjoy it? So you guys, we have to, number one, get over our past. Right now, what I really want to do is I want to ask you this question. I'm really starting to be a little bit more intentional with my shows here. What is one thing in your past right now? I want you to write this question down. I want you to type this down. If you're watching this on YouTube, type this in the comments. If you're driving or listening to this on podcasts, I really want you to think about this. If you got to hit pause right now, I want you to hit pause and think about this question. I want you to write this question down. What is one thing that is from your past that is preventing you from building wealth? What is one thing from your past that is preventing you from getting out of debt? What is one thing from your past that is preventing you from accomplishing your money goals? Type that in the comments right now if you're watching this live on YouTube. Type it in the comments right now if you're watching this video. I want to know, what is one thing? Be real. And here's what I want to do. Ooh, that's so good, God. Thank you for giving it to me. If you're listening to this on podcast, I want you to jump over to my YouTube channel. And if you're on YouTube right now, I want you to type it in the comments. I'm going to be praying over all these things over your past. I'm going to pray over them, and I'm going to believe that in 2023, they are not going to be there. These things that are from your past that you're not healed from, that you haven't really gotten over, we're not taking these into 2023. And if you're just now watching this in 2023, you're not going to take this into the rest of 2023. And then if some of you all are struggling with chasing the approval of others, which I believe all of us tend to struggle with that. Can I just be real? All of us do. Even at my age right now and my level of success, I still be like, yo, when are they going to like this? I wonder if they're going to like this. And I'm like, yo, Anthony, you got to get out of that mindset. My intentions in my life. And here's one thing that I've learned from my life coach. She says, here's how you really get over the approval of others is you ask yourself, what are your intentions? When you ask yourself, what are your intentions? Now you're only focused and working on towards your attentions, and you don't care about what other people say. Because now the question is going to be like, hey, did I do what I said I was coming here to do? Did I accomplish what I said I was going to accomplish? Did I say the things that I said I was going to say? Did I do what I said my intentions were? Now it's like, okay, cool. You answer yes, you only focus on yourself, you go on about your life. What's my intentions? To help you get out of debt, build wealth, have healthy relationships that will help you go further along your financial goals on your journey. I want to help you build wealth, whether that's going into the tech industry or starting your own personal brand. That's my intentions when it comes to the Table with Anthony O'Neill. When it comes to the Neatness Network, we are very intentional about helping and serving you. Now, I don't care what people say. I got so many different people talking about me on YouTube. I got one particular guy that's always watching me and always, you know what? I'm like, yo, I don't care. I have to be intentional about what did God put on the inside of me. And I have to understand that my intentions may not match someone else's intentions. What God has purposed me to do, someone else may not see that. And they're going to talk about it. They're going to criticize everything. That's fine. I'm called to focus on my gifts. I'm called to focus on the talents God put on the inside of me. So when it comes to building wealth, here's number 3. I want you to focus your energy on your gifts and talents. And I want you to figure out how to grow your money doing what you truly do love. That's number 3. If we are really going to excel, right, when it comes to building wealth, we got to focus on our gifts, our talents, and how do we how do we focus on those things that help us grow when it comes to our money? If you don't know what your gifts are, I want you to spend some time figuring that out. Spend some time in your prayer closet, cut off your phone, cut off the computer, cut off Instagram, cut off TikTok. Tell your girlfriend you're going to call her later, brothers. Cut off your phone, sisters, and tell your man, hey, I'll call you back. I need you to get into the closet. I need you to figure out, what are your gifts? What are you talent? What are you passionate about? What do you love doing? What are your talents? And then when you figure out your gifts, figure out what's your vision. Where are you going? You see, Because if you can figure out what's your vision, where do you want to go? Life will be so much